Good morning. Welcome to the Microsoft Monthly Update. We're excited to have you with us today. My name is Britton Tremblay-Benton, and let's roll through the table of contents and meet what you'll be covering today. We'll hop into some introductions of the team that will be talking you through all of our updates. Then we'll move into program updates with Ashley Moretti, Copilot portfolio updates with Michael Nichols, the Pax8 Marketplace with Urvashi and Mia, and finally, we'll be joined by VirtlX at the end of our sessions. Moving on to meet the team. Again, I'm Britton Tremblay-Benton, your go-to-market solutions director for modern work and Microsoft security here at Pax8. You'll see Ashley, Michael, Urvashi, and Mia here as well. And last but not least, we'll be joined by our vendor partner, Richard, to share more about VirtlX. Let's go ahead and pop into program updates if Ashley is ready. Are you ready, Ashley?
I am. Good morning, Britton. Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon if you're joining us from our European region. I'm just going to share my screen real quick, and it looks like we're ready to go. If you guys have joined us before, not a new face for you, Ashley Moretti, Senior Director of Microsoft Programs here at Pax8. And if this is your first time joining us, welcome and nice to meet you. This section is all about what you need to know. Sorry, just get some more light in here. What you need to know as a partner of Pax8 regarding Microsoft and the Microsoft Cloud Partner Program. So this will cover anything from program updates, pricing updates, product updates, etc. Again, we strive to make the Microsoft systems and products easy. Sorry, the light is just not that great today for me. Easy for you, and just allow you to be able to focus on selling and not worry about chasing all the updates that Microsoft land. So let's jump right on in. The first couple announcements or updates are not new. They're just reminders, and they're reminders because we believe that these are very important for you to understand, especially if this is your first time joining us. The first one is our CSP data quality enhancement. So Microsoft is really honing in on ensuring partners are compliant in their program, their information is up to date in Partner Center, etc. And Microsoft has been going through and engaging in what we call the business vetting process with partners. And this is basically just reaffirming your information that you provided Microsoft when you enrolled in the Cloud Partner Program. And with that, if you have to make any changes to your information, maybe your address changed, your primary contact changed, etc., in your account portfolio in Partner Center, then you also will be selected to go through a business vetting scenario. And so we want to make sure that you're aware and how to check if you have been selected. That is via the Action Center in Partner Center. Your global admin will be able to see that notification. And if you are selected or you do trigger an event that will cause selection to do vetting, then it's important that you complete the vetting process within 30 days. Failure to complete the vetting process of your information could result in termination of your partnership with Microsoft, and we don't want that to happen. And so again, we don't get notified when you got selected for vetting. So we're trying to make sure that you know how to stay on top of those notifications and what they mean. And so as a best practice, we recommend that you and your global admin, if it's not you, are checking your Partner Center on a regular basis and checking that little bell icon in the top, I think it's the top right-hand corner. That's your Action Center to make sure that you're taking action on any ask that Microsoft is sending you. If for some reason your account does get flagged, you have issues with the business vetting process, you can't complete it, etc., go ahead and open a support ticket with Microsoft. Again, Pax8 will be unable to support you in this because it is between your relationship between Microsoft and you, and for compliance reasons, they don't allow us as your partner to support, but we can help you through the process on understanding what the notifications do mean and how to navigate updating your information or submitting the required information that Microsoft asks. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to your account team. Again, we're here to support as much as possible, and we just want to make sure that your partnership is always in good standing. We'll jump into the next slide, which is also going to be an update that you've seen here for the past couple months. We just, again, want to make sure with the timeline that's going into effect in February, you know what you need to do. So Microsoft is requiring MFA for all M365 users who access the M365 Admin Center effective this month. And so if you don't have MFA enabled, you may have issues accessing your partner center, or you may get flagged for a compliance issue. So we just want to make sure that you know that if you are accessing the M365 Admin Center for yourself and your customers, that you have an appropriate MFA solution enabled to prevent unauthorized users getting access and spinning up maybe some unwanted charges or unwanted purchases. This is a follow-up from October where Microsoft enacted an MFA requirement to all users who access the Azure portal. So again, this is along the lines of Microsoft trying to secure the partner ecosystem and making sure that all partners and customers have the best security policies possible. The second thing here is that if your subscription on Azure or your customer subscription maybe also does not have any activity or usage in a 12-month period, Microsoft will go ahead and delete that subscription from your customer's tenant. And the reason for that is because, again, we don't want unwanted threat actors being able to manipulate their way into the subscription and then spinning up unwanted charges or unwanted usage. And so with this, Microsoft's stance is that if your subscription hasn't been used in 12 months, then they're going to go ahead and just spin that subscription down as a protection for you as a partner against unwanted charges. So we want to make sure that you're having the best security policies possible. We definitely agree with Microsoft on these stances here. And if you have any questions, always reach out to your account team and they can help you walk through how to identify an MFA solution if you don't have it. And then if you have questions about Azure usage on your Azure subscriptions, they can also ask that as well, or answer that as well. I'm sorry. All right, on to the next slide. All right. Microsoft AI Cloud Partner Program. I have a couple slides on this because there's a lot of updates that are coming through. Just a few weeks ago, I think just 2 weeks ago, Microsoft put a timeline around when you could continue to utilize your silver and gold legacy benefits. The last day to renew those benefits was on January 21st, 2025. So if you were not able to renew before then, when your subscription comes up for renewal from here on outwards, you will not be able to renew into that program for another 12 months, and you will be prompted to either purchase a solution designation package or a partner success benefits package. Those benefits packages do differ. They're not required to purchase one, but they do provide you with your IURs on the back end, your a potential ability to earn incentives and rebates, etc. So we want to make sure that if you are a partner who takes advantage of those benefits, that you know what you need to do next. So again, the new two pathways is either a solution designation or a partner benefits package. There's 3 partner benefits packages, by the way, so they range in different prices, where there's one solution designation offering that encompasses all 6 of the designations as soon as you earn enough points to be able to obtain those. If you do have a silver or gold benefits package today, you will continue to earn your incentives and rebates through September 30th or when your renewal happens, whatever date comes first. And then at that point, if you want to earn incentives and rebates still, you will have to move to a solution designation. That is the only offering that Microsoft has today that will grant you access to those incentives and rebates. The partner benefits packages do not provide incentives and rebates. They only provide things like your internal use licenses. So we'll be working through partners to help identify the best steps for you. So if you have any questions, I'll again reach out to your account team. They can help you navigate what's the best path forward. And if you're trying to go for a solution designation, they can walk you through your partner capability score in your partner center and help build a plan for you to be able to achieve that by the time that your competency for silver or gold comes up for renewal. With that, a lot of people ask me what comes with the benefits packages if I go that way instead of going for a solution designation. And so these are all the new benefits that are being offered in these new packages. So again, a lot of internal use rights licenses here. And you'll see on the partner success benefits packages, so that's the blue one here, it's the top tier. You are going to get some Copilot licenses. So that's exciting. And if you already have one of these packages today, then the Copilot licenses did already drop on January 22nd. So make sure you go and check those out. I'm going to move on. I do think that there might be some questions coming in the chat, but I cannot
Ashley,
see
I do
the
have
questions.
one question that I can hop in on. Was waiting for you to finish that awesome covering of everything going on. So we do have a question about EA, because we do know that there was some information that came down from Microsoft about EAs shifting, certain ones not being able to be signed up for an EA again. The partner's question is quite detailed around some examples on this, but they're mainly looking to see if Pax8 has any insight into what type of EAs won't be renewed, if it's based on size, or any insights that we can offer to those partners that may be working with an EA right now and looking to transition.
So Microsoft has not announced any additional information publicly than what you're referring to here in the announcement link. So thank you for sharing that. We do know that Microsoft did say beginning January 1st, 2025, they would start to notify those partners who would not be able to renew their EA of what path they need to take. But from that perspective, we have not heard anything else from Microsoft. We do understand that we are just about 1 month past that original date. And as soon as we hear more from Microsoft, we will go ahead and share that information publicly when it's available. If you have not received, if you are on an EA and you have not received that notification yet, then that, right now Microsoft has not notified you that you will need to make some transitions, or your customers will need to make some transitions. But when more information does become available publicly, we will be able to share that out with our partners. This is a good plug. If you do not receive or know how to go and check for our Microsoft monthly update, the text version, it's a good plug to be able to share those links with you, so that way you can save those handy. And then we usually will update partners on any big changes through that newsletter, or we will send out a service alert as well. So just 2 ways that you can find out more information from Pax8 on any of these announcements. I'm going to ask if Bandit or Dion on the back end, if you guys have the links to the monthly updates, if you guys can drop those in, so that way partners can have the links to the newsletters. And if not, I'll grab them after I'm done presenting.
Thank you, Ashley.
Thanks. Of course. All right. So we know that obtaining solution designation, we just talked about solution designations are the only ones that will give you benefits, such as those back-end rebates. And we know that obtaining the designations may be difficult for some partners. And so we're happy to share that Microsoft has announced that there will be SMB Azure designations to match the SMB Modern Workplace designation starting this month. And so if you are a partner who does an Azure business and just the the enterprise level designation was too hard for you to achieve, Microsoft will be rolling out the SMB designations in Partner Center, and they will automatically assign you to that track if it's a better fit for you. The biggest thing to know about these SMB designations is the benefits are the same, but the earning and qualifying activity metrics do change because you're an SMB. So they're a little bit lower and a little bit easier for you to achieve. And you still need to get 70 points across the 3 categories, which is customer ads, customer deployment, and skilling. And so just know that the threshold is still the same. It's still that 70 points in your partner capability score, but the way to earn points is going to be a little bit easier for you. Sorry, the sun today is just not my friend this morning. All right, we'll continue to move on. So Microsoft product updates. So starting February 1st, 2025, which was Saturday, Microsoft will no longer allow the new sale of Power BI Premium SKUs or allow the renewal of Power BI Premium SKUs. And so if you are a partner who does actively sell Power BI Premium, hopefully you've been engaged by your region to talk about moving to Fabric and what that transition will look like. We wanted to share it here because that cutoff date did approach over the weekend, and that if you do need to have some conversations about Fabric, then we can help you do so through your account team. So this is just one that we want to make sure that partners are aware of some transitions, because you will have to move products and move SKUs, and that might not be the easiest thing for you to do on your own if you're not familiar with how to do the migration. And so again, we want to make sure that you're aware to connect with your account team on this one if you are selling these products to your end customer. And then some pricing updates. So Microsoft has announced that there will be a 5% premium that will be applied for new purchases and renewals happening on or after April 1st if you want to be on the annual commitment paid monthly model. If you're on the annual commitment paid upfront model, which means you pay all 12 months upfront, then you will not have any impacts to your pricing. And if you are on the month-to-month model, which has a 20% premium, you will not have any impacts to your pricing. But if you are on that annual commitment paid monthly, you will incur a 5% premium for any new orders that are purchased on or after April 1st, and then any existing subscriptions that come up for renewal on or after April 1st. So this is something that we've been talking about for quite a few months. If this is the first time you're hearing it, I would encourage you again to connect with your account team to better understand what maybe you want to do with your subscriptions, whether you want to incur the 20% premium, you want to move to an annual upfront model, or maybe you want to go the other way and you just want to go to that true month-to-month, that most flexible model. They can help you decide what is the best for your business. And we understand that, you know, partners are not exactly the most thrilled about this announcement. So if you do have any feedback, please share that to your account teams and they will get it to us. We continue to advocate for you as our partner on, you know, the SMB strategy and how things like this can impact your business. So we want to make sure that you feel heard and supported and that we are your voice to Microsoft. With the changes as well coming in April 1st, there is going to be a price increase also for a few SKUs, which would be Teams Phone Standard, Power BI Pro, and Power BI Premium per user. So that's not the capacity SKUs that are transitioning to Fabric. And so again, we want to make sure that you're aware if you are selling these products, because on top of the 5% premium for annual paid monthly will also be these pricing changes at the same time. So if you're on an annual paid monthly and you sell these products, you could incur 2 types of price increases, and we want to make sure there are no shocks to your business when you see your invoices come through in April. All right, I think I'm narrowing to the end here. So just Two things left to talk about. First one is promotions and offers. If you are not aware of how to find promotions in our marketplace, we have the main key ones here for you to understand. The first one is the Microsoft 365 Business Premium. This is for North America partners only, and it allows you to have 15% off of your customers' subscriptions if it's the first time that they are purchasing business premium. So again, we talked about how you're on the annual paid monthly. There may be some pricing changes coming. It's a great time to consider whether or not moving your customer to the business premium SKU. And if so, you can get a discount that may help offset the cost of that monthly billing option for the annual commitments if that's something you're on. So again, just want to make sure you're aware of that. This is the only region that has this offer, and it's the first time this offer has ever been implemented, and this will run out on April 1st. So we want to make sure that you're aware. And then there's also some promotions on Microsoft E3 and E5. So just making sure that you're aware of those as well. And then Copilot. We have the Copilot section coming up next. So just want to preface that there is some promotions for Copilot as well. And then last but not least, Pax8 has released 3-year products for Dynamics offerings. So if this is something that you currently do today, and you're currently selling business applications to your customers, we now have built the capability to purchase those 3-year subscriptions paid annually or paid up front. So this is a new thing for Pax8. And just want to make sure that you're aware of this, because this is something that you guys have asked for and that we have finally brought into our marketplace. But with that, I think I'm handing it back over. I think we're going to have Mikey talk about the Copilot portfolio updates, but I don't know if we're handing it back over to Bandit first.
Awesome. Thank you, Ashley.
Maybe not. Oh, just to you, Nichols. All right. Well, you're in good hands when it comes to Copilot. So, Mikey, go ahead and take it away.
Yeah, thank you. My name is Mike Nichols. I am the corporate director of Microsoft Go-to-Market. My emphasis is on Copilot. Very, very excited to be here this morning and afternoon for those of you joining in other time zones and regions to share some Copilot portfolio updates. So with that, we'll go ahead and move on to discuss the AI adoption curve. Look, we at Pax8 totally understand there are a lot of barriers to entry on getting businesses ready for AI. As always, Pax8 is here to help you get through it, whether it be working through your sales rep, a lot of our enablement available within Pax8 Academy, as well as resourcing as well. However, access, ROI, governance are the 3 main themes we hear around this. So we totally understand it, and we're very, very excited to announce that there is a new solution available within the Copilot portfolio to really help that barrier of entry when it comes to Copilot adoption. So on January 16th, Microsoft went ahead and Vinny, can you move the next slide? Sorry. On Microsoft 16th, Microsoft announced M365 Copilot Chat. So you may have seen this updated on our blogs. You may have seen it updated within Microsoft announcements. But very, very excited to be here to present this to you. With that, would love to go through just a few aspects of it. So M365 Copilot Chat has free, secure AI chat. This is an incredible way to start changing AI adoption behaviors within your client businesses. So for those of your clients, right, using tools online such as ChatGPT, etc., this helps bring this into the Microsoft environment. Now, with that free cost, there is a agent aspect of this all where it's integrated into the chat experience, just very similar to what it looks like from M365 Copilot as well as M365 Copilot Studio. However, the utilization of this is paid for on a consumption basis. We'll go ahead and cover that later in this presentation, but really just wanted to share that, as well as IT controls. I'll have enterprise data protection and agent management. So look, we find this as a great way for you to start introducing Copilot as well as AI adoption behaviors within client businesses, your business. So very excited about this. We'll go ahead and take a look at kind of the main features and flexible purchase and deployment options. Again, free chat. However, agent utilization comes on a consumption basis. Very excited, a lot of these aspects. I just want to make it crystal clear here, and we'll have this in our resources. For those on the consumption model, you will need to have an Azure subscription on that tenant level. So if you do not have one, really make sure that you're going back to the Pax8 marketplace to provision that. We will have a provisioning guide available, and as always, feel free to reach out to your rep if there are any questions. Just want to call out a lot of the functionality from a higher level is the same. As alluded to, this is a great way to start thinking about introducing AI adoption to your businesses. One of the main things to call out, however, is access really to personal assistant. With M365 Copilot, you're still able to have access to personal graph. So information existing within the Microsoft environment can be easily accessed with Copilot being available within PowerPoint, Excel, Chat, a lot of your Microsoft applications. In addition, there are pre-built M365 agents available within M365 versus Copilot Chat. So we want to strongly emphasize for those of you coming up on Copilot renewals, which happy belated birthday to Copilot. It's imperative, right, to ensure that we're still increasing adoption, renewing with those SKUs, and expanding the adoption within these client bases. However, for those that are still a little reluctant, Copilot Chat is a great way to dip their toes in the water. I just want to quickly walk through what it looks like from a cost perspective when we come to agent utilization. Again, I'll emphasize this again. Copilot Chat, free to utilize. It's when we start engaging with agents is when there's a cost. So just reviewing it, generative answers to messages, tenant graph grounding for messages is where we start seeing a little bit more of a pricing, more of the pricing coming through, as well as a variety of ways in which a user would utilize this. We will go ahead and share some information on what this looks like, and we understand that it's not necessarily very easy. This was put into market, so any questions, as always, feel free to reach out to Pax8. We're here to help. So I just want to talk about that on the aspects of being here to help. A lot of the resources both available from Microsoft directly as well as through Pax8 to really help with not only finding, specific Copilot Chat scenarios where it may work for sales, and the value add there is much different than how it would work in marketing, human resources, you name it. Any function of a business can totally benefit from either Copilot Chat or M365 Copilot, as well as Copilot Studio. We'll go ahead and drop the links in this, and this will also be available in our newsletter. And then want to quickly plug as well that there are a ton of great information located within Pax8 Academy through our guided growth track, which is consistently being updated to ensure that we're educating and enable you on all things Copilot. So as we talk about really how do we get ready to highlight renewal strategies, ensuring, right, that we're recommending businesses to renew with the same M365 Copilot licenses, providing greater value for those in the business, and adding seats there. Again, for those of clients, businesses, etc., that have been a little hesitant to adopt AI, Copilot Chat is a great way to do this. So just want to talk about some Pax8 recommended renewal strategies and opportunities for you really to expand your offerings here. Again, as mentioned, secure on-time renewals. Let's make sure that we're helping understand the value of retaining current seat counts and minimizing churn. In addition, look, if you're having partners when you're renewing, go through and start adding, partners and clients going ahead and adding premium SKUs. This is a great opportunity to start adopting M365 Copilot. Earlier in December, tons of Copilot news in the past 2 months, so I'll just go ahead and reemphasize this. Microsoft introduced a monthly annual pricing model. So there's some flexible billing options. If the upfront cost was a little bit of a barrier of entry, now there's these pricing flexibilities that you can build into your renewal strategy. Lastly, look, get Copilot ready. Copilot Chat is a great way to do this. Leverage secure productivity solution plays and really just help ensure that your customers are as Copilot ready as possible with, again, a emphasis on Copilot Chat, really helping to be that entry point. Here are some go-to-market recommendations as well. Obviously, you know your businesses well, but we're here to assist. One is getting customers AI ready. Let's go ahead and ensure that there's technical readiness as well as the security posture ready, available, right, to deploy M365 premium SKUs. Onboarding and engaging and helping build package offerings we find as a very beneficial way, whether it be, building it into your premium SKU, go-to-market strategy, executing end user training, you name it. There are a variety of ways to help onboard and engage your client business. And again, delivering impact. We take pride in enabling our partner businesses to really provide ongoing managed services and continuous adoption of whether it's M365 Copilot or Copilot Chat. With that, Ashley alluded to this, and we also find this as a great way for you to leverage a lot of the resources we have available, whether it be a promotion or a partner-led professional services offering. Vandit, would you mind going to the next slide? So Ashley alluded to this, but I'll go ahead and emphasize this. There is a Microsoft Direct promotion extended until the end of March. So for those of you having renewals in the next 3 months, this is a great way to take advantage of a promotion, especially when you're thinking about how do I land and expand M365 SKUs and some of my businesses. There are 10-seat minimum orders to help with this. In addition, we have partner-led professional service offerings available for you all, whether it be editable PowerPoint templates, access to Pax8 campaign in a box, as well as end user training hosted by Microsoft. We're here to help educate and enable. I want to quickly emphasize here that if you're going to take advantage of the Microsoft promotion, you need to ensure that you're enrolling in the form. We'll go ahead, and that's located in the lower right-hand corner. We'll go ahead and include it in our email as well as in the chat for those of you who need it. With that, we're very excited to announce a upcoming bootcamp. So I will pass it off to Vandit to talk quickly about this slide. Again, thank you everyone for your time and very exciting news in the land of Copilot.
Thanks, Mikey. Really excited for us to bring back our bootcamp series for 2025. We're kicking off this year with our very first Modern Work bootcamp for the year, starting tomorrow. And it's not too late to register. For anybody out there who's interested in getting a deep dive on all things Microsoft security, Microsoft AI, And we'll also have Nerdio coming on to join us to talk about the power of what they can do to help support your business and managing your modern work business. So if any of that interests you, we'd love to see you guys at the first one for this year. I think we have a pretty good turnout so far, but like I said, with it being tomorrow, still wanted to let anybody who hadn't seen this yet know about it. But with that, I'll drop the reg link in the Q&A for anybody who's interested in registering. And I will pass on to Urvashi to kick off our marketplace segment.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Bandit. Okay, well, welcome back to the Pax8 Marketplace segment, your go-to source for the latest features, products, and innovation shaping the Pax8 ecosystem. I'm Urvashi, your host and product marketing manager. And before we dive into today's specific topic, in the spirit of wanting to make sure you are exposed to all things product here at Pax8, I want to quickly call out an exciting new way to stay up to date on the marketplace that I'm sure you may have already explored, but we recently launched our release notes, giving you easy access to the latest product updates. Don't miss out on simply clicking the question mark on the top right corner of the marketplace and select release notes to stay informed on the newest features and enhancements. So back to our exciting segment for today. Throughout our journey exploring the marketplace, one theme has remained constant. Partner feedback is essential to the success of our features. Today, we're turning the spotlight on you, our partners, and how your ideas help shape the future of the Pax8 Marketplace experience. So this month, we're shining the spotlight on Pax8 Partner Voice, an incredible initiative that gives our partners a direct line to influence how we shape the Pax8 Marketplace. Joining me today is Mia, our User Research Operations Program Manager, who's going to walk us through the what Partner Voice is and how it works and why you should consider joining. Welcome, Mia.
Thanks, Urvashi. I'm excited to be here. So introducing Pax8 Partner Voice, if you haven't heard about it, is essentially a community of partners who participate in user research to help Pax8 improve our platform and experiences. So these are long-term focus groups or one-off UX studies where partners provide feedback, test new features, and share their needs directly with our research team.
Awesome. And this is not just a one-time survey or feedback form, is it? It's an ongoing way to influence the direction of Pax8.
Exactly. Yep. It's an ongoing relationship, essentially. So once you enroll into Partner Voice, we'll reach out when a research opportunity matches your profile. It could be a quick 10-minute survey, an in-depth interview that lasts 30 minutes to an hour, or a 5-minute usability test where you try out upcoming features before they launch.
Awesome. So let's talk a little bit about why partners should join. Why should they get involved and what's in it for them?
Yeah, so first and foremost, this is a chance to make a real impact. Your feedback helps shape the tools and features that you and thousands of our partners use every day. So this is a direct line to our researcher and product teams to give feedback.
Great. And I know Pax8 really values our partners' time. So what do the incentives look like to participate?
Yeah. So depending on the research study, incentives range from $5 for a quick little survey to $120 in gift cards to major retailers of your choice. And some of those long-term studies or focus groups where if you meet a couple times can go up to $250 in incentives per year. So if you're in a beta program, however, or an early access group, you won't be incentivized since you're getting exclusive access to test new features, but you're not required to give feedback about that.
Amazing. Well, that sounds like a great balance. Either you get early access to new tools or you get rewarded for your time. So that's really fantastic. What does participation look like? Can you walk us through what kind of research studies partners can expect?
Yeah, of course. So there are 5 main types. One is surveys. We're all familiar with them. They're just quick online forms where you answer questions about potential updates or features or your workflow or experience. Interviews, these are one-on-one chats online through Zoom or Teams, where you talk to a researcher to discuss your experience and identify opportunities for improvement. You can also do usability testing, where you try out a new feature and give real-time feedback while you're thinking out loud. That's typically a prototype that you kind of click through. Focus groups, like I mentioned, they're longer discussions with a small group of partners where you go deeper on specific topics, and you can meet once or a couple times. And then the last is the beta experiences or early access. So for the new marketplace that we launched last June, for example, if they were part of Partner Voice, you get access to the whole new experience. So you can get added to beta experiences like that, where you can test out new features before they launch to the general public.
Wow, that's incredible. There's like so many different avenues to make sure partners' voices are heard. So that's really exciting to hear. So partners can pick and choose what they want to be part of. Is that correct?
Yep, exactly. So no one is required to participate in anything. So you or everything. So we reach out to you based on your profile. So you always have the option to accept or decline, ignore or invite. And then plus you can opt out of Partner Voice at any time.
Fantastic. It seems really low risk and high reward to be able to have a say in tools that you use every single day. So thank you so much for sharing that. I'd love to hear about like kind of a real life example of how Partner Voice has made a difference. Any quick success stories you can share?
Yeah, absolutely. So everything that you participate in, our researchers read every single thing, and they're just amazing at knowing what partners have said in the past and what we think you might say, but you always surprise us, which is amazing. So one thing that stands out is from our Opportunity Explorer tool that launched with the marketplace. After launching, we did further research to continue to iterate on the experience. Obviously, we want to make it as best as possible for you all. And so a partner shared feedback on a frustrating experience within Opportunity Explorer. And because they were part of Partner Voice, our researcher was able to take their concern and immediately escalate it internally. And then within days, our team had a fix in place that obviously impacted just that partner as well as all the other partners that experience potentially a similar issue.
That's incredible. That sounds like real impact and real change, which is so important and which is why this community even exists. And then just to clarify, you also track the feedback that they input from the platform itself, the Pax8 platform or marketplace?
Yeah, exactly. So if you see that little give feedback button on the top header in our marketplace, we also monitor all of those feedback pieces of feedback that come in through there. Every single comment is read, and not only do researchers look at that, but also our program and project managers on the engineering side. So we look at all of those and identify which ones we should dive into further. And then we reach out to the general Partner Voice to help us dive deeper and dig into that problem when it's needed.
Great. Okay, well, let's talk about how to join. If someone listening wants to join, what are their next steps?
Yeah, so it's really super easy. Just visit the website shown on the screen or access through the QR code and fill out the short form. The opt-in form, it'll ask some demographic questions like where you are in the world. So that helps us identify, hey, if we only want to, talk to folks in APAC or EMEA or North America, that really helps us understand where you are physically and if you are a good fit for the research project. And also ask them, other questions like what you do in the platform. We really want to make sure we're not bugging you when it doesn't make sense. So, the more information you give in the opt-in form, the better. But once you're in, after you submit the opt-in form, we will reach out when a research opportunity matches your profile. And if you ever change your mind, you can opt out at any time.
Amazing. And I know that, our current partners' feedback is extremely, extremely valuable. But if our partners know someone who would be a great fit, can they refer them even if they're not currently a Pax8 partner?
Yeah, absolutely. So we welcome non-Pax8 partners who want to share insights. Sometimes we have research questions, research projects that we don't want to talk to our current partners, but maybe future partners. Or additionally, if you have someone else at your company that you think would be a great fit for this, please feel free to share the link and have them sign up as well. Let's say you don't you're not involved with invoices, but they are, and we have an invoice specific research project. They might be a great fit for it. So yeah, feel free to share this internally at your business, and we would love to have anyone that wants to join.
Amazing. And we have a really important question in the chat, actually. And the question is, do you have a landing page describing Partner Voice and its commitment and incentives so that they can share with like their CEO or CTO or other stakeholders in the company?
Yeah, we absolutely do. We can share that link shortly here, where it'll kind of give an overview of what we do. It also links to a pretty detailed FAQ page, so you can have all the information you need before you opt in.
Incredible. Yeah. So we'll add that link into the Q&A chat so everybody has access to that. Mia, this has been such a great conversation. Thank you so much for sharing all of this insight on Partner Voice.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I hope everyone here joins us if they would like and take advantage of this.
Awesome. Well, that's a wrap for today's episode of the Pax8 Marketplace segment. We'll be back next month highlighting specific features and developments that have occurred. Thank you so much to your valuable feedback. If you're interested in shaping the future of Pax8, sign up for Partner Voice today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks so much to Urvashi and Mia for touching everything on Partner Voice today, and we will be getting the link into the chat for you to take advantage of it. We are moving on to our final guest today, Richard from VirtlX. Richard, are you ready?
Getting there.
No problem.
Hi.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Looking forward to hearing from you.
Trying to get my screen to share here in a moment. As you can see, there we go.
It looks great.
Is it sharing?
We've got you.
Okay, lovely. Hi, everybody, and thank you for having me on your group. I'd like to introduce you today to VirtlX. It's our engagement platform. Let's just see how this controls. So who are we? Horizon Software. We are the owners of VirtlX. We established in January 2017. We're UK-based. We've had 492 clients to date. Our flagship client is Nissan Motor Corporation. Product is VirtlX engagement platform. And we have integrations into Microsoft 365 and Google. So what is VirtlX? It's an employee and customer engagement platform. It's packed with features. If I can just get it to work. There we go. It solves the challenge of enhancing employee feedback and streamlining customer feedback. It also allows you to create custom training all within the platform. And all the while, I'll just try and drive my mouse here, sorry, all while ensuring data security and compliance is adhered to. So it basically unveils the hidden potential of people engagement insights within your company, and it revolutionizes the way organizations are able to monitor and manage the experiences of customers and employees. Integrated, as I said, with 365 and Google Reviews. So what do we offer? Voice of the employee, employee evaluation, and employee training. On the training side, you can use it for creating training for your products and services. You could also use it for doing compliance training, procedures, anything else of that nature. And then on the customer experience engagement, we've got a link into Google reviews, which is quite an interesting recent addition. I'll touch on that in a little bit more detail shortly. And then marketing surveys. And then we've got Nemo coming on stream shortly. It's our AI bot, and it'll allow you to engage with the data of your company. Right, so Nemo coming later this month. You can basically ask any questions of your company related to data gathered from VirtlX, such as all the results of employees and customers, evaluates your onboard training results. You can upload PDF reports and documents about your company. It could be financial results or any report related to your business. It'll take that into consideration. And it'll also search the web for mention of your company, giving you insights, giving you live reports, plain text insight to the general findings of your company. And you can also specifically ask it questions of your data. Google reviews. Okay, something had to go wrong. The images arrived before they should have. So effortless integration, it's literally click and play, and links to your Google reviews profile. You can also connect to various PSAs so that when a ticket closes, it can automatically fire off an invitation to that client to do a Google review. And it's got centralized dashboard reporting and performance insights as well. So the VirtlX platform is made up of 3 pieces: the Reflect employee experience, the Enrich learning experience, and the Perceived customer experience. So the Reflect piece allows for employee engagement and well-being, employee satisfaction, 360 peer reviews, employee appraisals, line manager upward feedback. And the Enrich piece allows for self-authoring of bespoke training material, services and products, best practices, compliance. And there's a fantastic developmental framework which evaluates skills gap analyses, training needs, and competency assessments as well. The Perceived piece, customer engagement, market research, invitations to access surveys may be automated, particularly when job cards are closed off or loyalty cards are swiped. Reporting is created using the VirtlX Customer Experience Index and Net Promoter Score. So integrated with Microsoft 365, embedded within 365 for Teams, Outlook, and Office. This is a little screenshot of the dashboard. And as you look onto the top left of this image, you can see that's embedded within Teams. Single sign-on, employee engagement via Teams chat, and customer engagement via Microsoft Outlook. So it links to the profile that has subscribed to the VirtlX solution through the Microsoft 365 environment. And all the organization's people data is imported by hierarchy. The opportunities for VirtlX for MSPs. First of all, use VirtlX as a support tool to engage with your clients after successfully closing off jobs, employee engagement internally, and training. Second aspect is selling VirtlX to your client base, on-sell VirtlX licenses, and give you a new revenue in that regard. VirtlX is in the Pax8 marketplace, so you can enjoy the discounts that are made available there as well. Subscription, it's as I said, it's packed with features, so it includes all that, and it starts at $9 a month on an annual commitment, which is our most popular package, or $65 per employee if purchased annually in advance. We do have a monthly version where you can hop on, hop off at any time, but the annual commitment paid monthly and the annual commitment paid annually are our two most popular solutions. Future plans, integrating with ConnectWise, Autotask, Kaseya, Halo PSA, Atera, and the list goes on. I said 20 there. There's actually more already in the pipeline. Development plans to further enhance our AI bot, integration of SCORM files, and blockchain for the training modules. Number of videos you will be able to access afterwards if you're interested. And any questions?
It doesn't look like we have any coming through right now, but we will continue to leave the Q&A open for questions to come through if you'd like to be with us through a couple of Q&A moments. But thank you so much, Richard. We appreciate the time. Love to have a look at the tool.
Lovely. Thank you. Thank you for having me on this meeting. Much appreciated. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. So if we do have any more questions that would like to come through, we still have some of the team available to answer those for you. And also, if you don't have questions, the Q&A is still worth looking at because we have lots of great links, including boot camps, partner newsletters, partner voice, and a lot of the other things that we've covered. Copilot enablement sessions will help you to take advantage of the tools and tips that were offered to you today from Michael Nichols. We'll see things going on from February all the way to April across many of the high important scenarios that partners are reflecting to us around Copilot, like using Copilot in Teams, securing your tenants for it, and especially hot right now, working with Copilot in the nonprofit sector. There's incredible opportunity to be made there, so please get yourself enrolled in these enablement sessions and help build your business in 2025. And in addition to that, there are North American hands-on labs. So these go beyond the Copilot conversation, really reaching into things like deploying applications, securing environments and identities, threat detecting across extended detection and response tools, and many other topics. Hands-on labs allow you to touch the solution as you're learning, and we love to continuously offer this to you. So please take your pick of what's right for your business at this time and get yourself enrolled in some hands-on labs. And last but not least, we heard about our Modern Work Bootcamp happening this week, but we also have our Azure Bootcamp coming up in just a few more weeks. So get yourself signed up for that or pass it to the right team members to learn these tools from our Azure team and experts. And last but not least, for those of you that are joining us from outside North America, we do have events that happen globally. So this is both the virtual and in-person events going on in other regions. And of course, we'll keep you updated as these continue to grow. Visit Technically Unraveled on our Pax8 YouTube channel, which will allow you to dip deeper into a lot of the topics that we cover here on the monthly update with Kristen and a roster of guests from Microsoft, from the partner community, and beyond. And this, of course, is just a great grab of resources that were mentioned today, so please take a snip of this or ask us any other questions that you have about the things that were covered, and we'll happily dive into a Q&A with you. Thanks for joining us.